Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to do a review on something a little bit different. This is an expandable Tai Chi sword. Now this is something that you'll see on a lot of sort of the import sites like Wish or Alibaba. And it's really hard to tell what the heck you're getting when you get something like this. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a closer look so that if this is something that's of interest to you, you're a little bit more informed about what you're getting and how it works. So the overall effect of this is actually kind of cool. It's a pretty classical looking Tai Chi sword. We've got the sort of flow tassel. We've got a metal blade. The metal blade telescopes, so you can see the little joints right here and here and here and down here. So if we push the metal blade in much the same way as the plastic toy lightsabers that you find around, it just telescopes down into the blade, and also in much the same way as those plastic toy lightsabers. If you swing it, it pops out, and it's fairly sturdy. It doesn't really go back in all by itself unless you telescope it back in. So it's a lot like telescoping batons or those toy plastic lightsabers. The blade is metal, which is nice, but it's also very thin metal, so it's not anything that you want to use for stage choreography where you're actually making contact with things, or especially not for anything like dueling. But as a flow sword, as a Tai Chi sword, it's fairly handy. They come with a cap so that the blade doesn't come out if you don't want it to while it's in transport. The thing that you don't see about this, if you're getting it on one of those sites, is you don't really see that the hilt itself, while it's well weathered, is plastic. It's plastic, and it has a seam across the inside here, and that seam is not held together well. Within the first few times when I expanded this thing, the two little, basically what we've got here is little pegs, and the pegs came loose or snapped off, and the saber just sort of, or the sword just sort of split in half. And then we had these telescoping bits that retracted into the handle that were floating all over the place. After that happened the first time, I sealed it with some decent quality glue, and I haven't had any problem with it since. So there's a reason that when you find something like this on an online merchant, there's a reason that you're getting such a good price. This is something that you can pick up for somewhere between like $7 and like $12 most of the time. And you look at it and you say, oh, that's really cool. How could they possibly sell it for that much? It's because it's basically tin and plastic. So the materials are close to nothing. The design is pretty cool. And for like a $10 sword, it's a great $10 sword, and you can actually do some interesting things with it. And this is impressive. And when you do it out and about with people, and they can't get a real close look at it, it shines like metal because it is metal, and it works fairly good. The blade is blade heavy, so when the blade is extended, the pommel is the hilt is very light. So as a flow saber, it's a little bit poorly weighted, but the whole thing is light enough that you're not really slugging around a whole bunch of blade heavy weight. So it's not unmanageable. Okay. But pretty handy thing just to be able to carry around. It definitely makes an impact. But if you order something like this from one of those online merchants, this is what you're getting. So make certain, like with the extendable bow staffs, they look great in the videos, and you can do certain things with them. But if you expect it to make you or if you expect to be able to use it like Nightwing and hit it on things and do advanced choreography with it, look elsewhere. It's neat, it's a gimmick, it's kind of cool, and if this is what you're looking for, great, here it is. Hopefully this review has been of use. Join me back for more, and I'll look at other things.